In this video on preparing for your semester in Madrid, I will go over a few things to keep in mind before that last-minute packing frenzy. Important items to bring. All students that are not Europeans must arrive with a student visa in their passport. During the OGE orientation, you'll be advised on how to obtain this visa. Passports must be valid through the 6 months after the expected return date. Remember to take your health insurance card or policy number printed out and in your wallet. You will find this among the documents OGE has prepared for you online. If you have medical issues, it's a good idea to bring documentation on any history or needs you might have in order to share with a physician or a therapist in Madrid. Documentation on academic accommodations for the university will also be necessary. And while on the subject of health, if you take medication, please bring enough for the whole semester or the information for a local physician to prescribe a similar drug in Spain. The European Union has different drug restrictions than in the US, so the medications might need to change if you don't bring it from home. Do not expect to have medication mailed to you, since it will be stopped in customs. Over-the-counter drugs are readily available in pharmacies in Spain, though they may differ in brand. Money matters. I highly recommend you bring 2 bank cards, one to keep at home for emergencies and one to use frequently. Make sure your bank knows you'll be living overseas for a whole semester, since they usually freeze suspicious overseas transactions unless they know your plans ahead of time. Also check what fees will be applied when you withdraw from an ATM. As for cash, the airport in Madrid has plenty of ATMs where you can withdraw euros. And in increased frequency, cards are being accepted in cabs, small shops, and cafes, so you really don't need to pull out many. However, I would pull out about 50 euros just in case. Normally, there is no need to open a local bank account. Phones and phone plans. All participants are expected to have a smartphone with data as a safety measure and means of communication with the program staff. In Spain, almost everyone uses WhatsApp for texting and calls, since these are free. If you're using a phone from home, make sure to install the app before leaving in case you need to contact us upon arrival. Students may opt to bring their phone from home using a global roaming plan, or bring an unlocked phone and once in Spain, purchase a new SIM card and data plan. If you do unlock your phone, this second alternative is probably cheaper. Spanish prepaid data plans range from 10 to 30 euros a month. Regardless of the plan chosen, all students must have data and not solely depend on Wi-Fi. Things to pack. Here are some suggestions, but our website will go over more. Clothing. Regardless of the semester you plan to come, you will need a little bit of everything, since you will experience months with very hot weather as well as other months with very cold. Clothing that can be layered and mixed and matched are probably the most versatile. You'll need mostly casual clothing, but bring something nice for those occasions you want to go out, and something practical for when you travel. Students attending the Complutense can pretty much wear casual clothes to class, as you would in Georgetown. However, Comilla students usually dress up a little bit more. And finally, don't forget a pair of comfortable shoes. Electrical devices. Spanish electrical current is 220, so you need a converter unless the apparatus has universal current, such as phone chargers and computers. However, the prongs are different. If you plan to travel through Europe, purchase a multi-prong converter. If not, you can always purchase an American to Spanish prong adapter for about €1 in any Spanish hardware store. Most students bring a laptop and you'll have Wi-Fi in your living accommodations. You can print at the university or in shops without any problem. If you plan on traveling through Spain or Europe, I highly suggest you bring a small carry-on suitcase or backpack. However, make sure the measurements meet the standards of the European low-cost airlines. These tend to be smaller than in the States. You also want to bring a travel towel. I suggest a quick-dry swim towel, since these take up very little space. The arrival to Madrid. Each student will go directly to his or her assigned accommodation. No one will be waiting for you at the airport. We will ask for your flight information to simply let the host family or residents know approximately at what time you'll be arriving, thus making sure someone is there to receive you. Have your address and phone on hand, as well as Mickey's and my contact information, in case of an emergency or unexpected delay. Most students opt to take a cab home, simply because there's a flat rate charged from the airport to Madrid and it's hassle-free. You may not be up for complicated arrangements with large suitcases and jet lag. Uber and similar transportation services are also available. I do not suggest you take public transportation this first time. Once the orientation program starts, you'll receive your transportation pass and we'll go over many items from how to move around the city, health and safety, housing, academics, cultural differences, and leisure activities. Remember, orientation is mandatory, so schedule your arrival before this begins. For more pre-departure information and suggestions, I urge you to enter the login section of the program website, www.georgetown.es. I will be emailing you the password. You will also find specifics on orientations, academic calendars, and organized activities and field trips in this section of the website. Ya queda poco. Que tengáis un buen viaje y hasta muy pronto.